Hi everybody, Marco Carbajo here from businesscreditblogger.com. Today's video we're going to talk about a corporate credit card and more importantly how to get a corporate credit card with no personal guarantee and no personal credit check. So this is the video for you if you have a startup business or you have an e-commerce business. We're going to share with you an actual card issuer that issues a corporate credit card with no PG and no personal credit check. So let's get started. Now, this particular credit card issuer, this is a real popular credit card. It underwrites your business. So for those of you who are trying to build business credit and you're trying to separate your personal credit from your business, this is a great card. It's a corporate credit card with no personal liability. So what that means is when you have no PG, there's no recourse to you as an individual. This means that the credit card issued to the company is strictly tied to the company with no personal credit check, no personal guarantee. It's strictly issued under the company's EIN number. There's no security deposits either. More importantly, with this particular card we're going to share with you, that's much higher credit limits than your standard competing credit cards. I'm not talking about business credit cards like the ones offered by Chase or American Express. I'm talking about corporate credit cards. So these are high limit corporate credit cards that also, this particular card will help you build your business credit. This particular corporate credit card only reports to Experian Commercial and Dun & Bradstreet. So this will help you build a trade line with each one of those business credit reporting agencies. Now this is an instant approval type of card issuer as well. So there's no long waiting periods or having to go through long questionnaires or anything like that. You can get approved within minutes, and that's really all you have to provide is your information about your company online and link your business bank account. Now the question you're probably asking is how can you get a corporate credit card with high credit limits with no PG and no personal credit check as a startup? How is that possible? Let's say you have no business credit file established yet for your startup. You have no revenues coming in as a startup. You're just out the gate. Well, remember, when you have no personal guarantee, what does that mean? That means that the bank has something else that's covering its risk, okay? It does, because remember, that means there's no risk, there's no recourse. The bank wants to still cover themselves if your business does not pay. So what will warrant them to issue a corporate credit card with no PG and no personal credit check for a startup or an e-commerce business? Well, what they're going to use is how much money do you have? How much cash does the business have on hand? So that's the biggest factor that this particular card issuer looks at, is how much money does the business have in its business account. Okay, so this particular corporate credit card is ideal if you have lots of cash in your business checking account or you have investors that invested in your business account. So there's three major factors that will enable you to get a corporate credit card with no PG and no personal credit check. So remember, there's always going to be something that compensates when you're not providing a no PG, okay, or you're not providing a personal credit check. You have to have other factors that will warrant the bank from issuing you no PG or no personal credit check. So this card, this particular card, they look at, number one, do you have investors? How much capital did you raise for your new startup? So they look at your business bank account. You don't have to provide anything else. They just strictly look at how much cash is in the bank. The second thing they look for is the balance. How much cash do you have in your business bank account? What's the balance? Okay, so there's very easy requirements I'm going to get into in a minute because there's actually two separate requirements. One for startups for the corporate credit card and one for e-commerce businesses. And also at the end of this video, if you don't qualify, you don't meet these requirements, I'm going to share with you how you can get business credit cards that only report to the business credit agency for your startup or existing business if you don't have lots of cash in the bank account. Okay, so they also look at your spending patterns. So all they're looking at here is your company. They're looking at your bank account for the business. Okay, so the bank account balance data that they primarily use that's the main factor they use when they're doing underwriting for this particular corporate credit card. They use a third-party service provider called Finicity. So you can check out finicity.com. That's the technology they use. And just in case if you want to know how secure is my bank account data when they analyze it, they want to look at my balance rating, etc. This is not giving them access to your bank account itself. It's just allowing them to underwrite and look at your deposit activity, your cash balance in your business checking account, etc. Okay, so these are the three main factors though. Do you have investors? If you don't have investors or people that invested in your business and money in their account, don't worry. They also look at self-funded. If you self-funded your own business, or if you have family that invested in your business, or you crowd-funded your business, and now you have lots of money in the bank, that's also acceptable too. Okay, so let's just say you're getting ready to start a business and you put $100,000 into your business account and you self-funded it. That's okay. They still look at that. So they look at cash balance, spending patterns, and how much this cash is raised for the startup or e-commerce business. We'll get into that next. So with this particular corporate credit card, we're going to get into what it takes to qualify, how to apply. You can get 10 to 20 times higher credit limits than you can with American Express or Chase. Now, one thing I want to encourage you to check out our video that we did on business credit cards versus corporate credit cards, because that's where we literally went over the requirements that American Express, Chase, Capital One, some of the major card issuers, what they require for you to get corporate credit cards with no PG. Okay, so that video really goes into the revenue requirements, because like I said, if you're trying to get the no PG type of corporate credit cards, you have to compensate by having lots of revenue. You have to be a strong company, or you have to have lots of cash in the bank, because those are the things the banks are going to look at that will minimize the risk. That's the whole purpose of a PG, is because the bank wants to cover its risk. If the company fails, they want to be able to get paid, so they're going to have you supply the PG. You're basically co-signing for your business. But if the company has lots of cash or lots of revenue, then that will warrant them to say, you know what, I don't think this company's going anywhere. Okay, so now, with this particular corporate credit card for startups, there's no personal guarantee, no personal credit check whatsoever, okay, and no security deposit. You're not collateralizing the corporate credit card. It's completely unsecured, and there's no annual fee. So that's another benefit, and of course it rebuilds up your business credit report. You also get special sign-up offers by having this particular corporate credit card, and you earn points. Now what's really cool is all the points you can earn. They have multipliers built into this corporate credit card. So you get 7 times the points for if you use rideshare, 4 times if you use it on the corporate credit card on travel, 3 times on restaurants, 2 times on software subscriptions, and you get 1 time on any other transaction you make using your corporate credit card for your company. They allow you to also transfer your miles to 6 major airlines. Now you'll see on the very bottom, nopgcorporatecreditcard.com. Don't go there just yet, because you want to first make sure you qualify. That's number 1, which I'm going to get into now. The next thing is I want to share with you the benefit that it's exclusive offer for our viewers and our subscribers that we have with this particular card issuer, that you get a bonus for signing up and getting qualified for this corporate credit card, and I'll get into that in a minute. Now this is not a revolving credit card, it's a corporate credit card, it's a charge card. Now what does that mean? Works just like an American Express charge card. You use the card, in 30 days you have to pay the balance in full. Okay, so it's a MasterCard network, so you can use this corporate credit card anywhere MasterCard is accepted, but there's no interest you're going to pay on anything. It's 30-day float with your money. So what's really cool is they actually go up to $5 million credit limits on these cards, which is unheard of if you think about it. But of course, you have to have lots of money in the bank as a company to have that type of line of credit, and I'll get into that in a second. But this is a corporate credit card. It's a charge card. Now, qualifications. How do you get a corporate credit card for my startup with no PG, no personal credit check, reports to the major business credit bureaus, etc.? First, you have to be a U.S.-based business with an EIN. You can't be a sole proprietorship. You have to have an employer identification number, whether it's a C Corp, S Corp, LLC, or a limited liability partnership. You have to be one of those structures. You must have $50,000 in your business bank account when you apply if you're venture backed. Okay, if you're not venture-backed, then you have to have $100,000 in your business bank account. That means if you're self-funded, if it's your own company, you don't have investors, or if you're crowd-funded, you have to have $100,000. So that's literally the requirement. Okay, so if you don't have either one of these, don't bother applying for this corporate credit card. You're not going to get approved. Okay, and I will provide you alternative solutions as well that are just as powerful as this corporate credit card. And your business, like I said, can be self-funded, crowd-funded, or venture-backed, one of those three. So how do you apply? There's a special offer at nopgcorporatecreditcard.com. The card issuer, it's called the BREX card. If you use the nopgcorporatecreditcard.com, it's going to take you to a special page, and it's not offered anywhere else. So you're going to get 50,000 BREX reward points by just signing up using this link here, nopgcorporatecreditcard.com. So that's a special offer that ambassadors of BREX get, and this is an offer we present to you as one of their ambassadors. So you get 50,000 BREX reward points, and you get waived card fees for life. Okay, waived card fees for life. So in the future, if they decide to add fees on their cards, you're already grandfathered in. Okay. Now, reward points are automatically added after spending at least $1,000 on your corporate credit card, and this card is issued by Immigrant Bank. So that's the actual bank card issuer, but this is called the BREX corporate credit card for startups. So go to NoPG corporate credit card to apply if you meet those requirements and you want to get a corporate credit card for your startup with no PG, no personal credit check, and this will build your business credit report with Dun & Bradstreet and Experian Commercial. Okay, so this is a great card that you want to have in your arsenal. Just remember though, this is a 30-day charge card. So they're gonna issue you your credit limits based on the size of your the size of your cash balance that you have in your account, your spending patterns, etc. Okay. So let's get into, if you're an e-commerce business, there's specific requirements that they have for this corporate credit card, and it's operates a little bit different than the corporate credit card for startups. This has 60-day interest-free financing. So instead of the corporate credit card for startups with BREX, you get 30 days, you have to pay it in full. They give you 60 days interest-free. So it's another additional 30 days. So if you charge $20,000 on your corporate credit card, you want to pay that off till 60 days, interest-free. So that's a lot of time to float some money if you have to buy inventory, etc. Your credit limits go up to 100% of your GMV, which is your gross merchandise value, up to a $5 million cap. So imagine if you're doing $300,000 in merchandise sales every month, you can get a $300,000 corporate credit card line. Think about that. I mean, or you can get $1 million line of credit on your corporate credit card. Of course, you have to be doing $1 million in sales. But that's unheard of for corporate credit cards to have a $5 million cap. Now, there's no personal guarantee required on the e-commerce for e-commerce businesses on this corporate credit card. No personal credit check either. No security deposit, and instant approvals and no annual fee. There's no foreign transaction fees. Anywhere MasterCard is accepted, you can use this corporate credit card. You even have the ability to get virtual cards as well. You can issue cards to employees, etc. with both the startup and the e-commerce. Reports to Dun & Bradstreet and Experian Commercial. You could set spending limits, like I told you, and issue new cards as well. So what are the qualifications for if you're an e-commerce business? Again, you have to have an EIN. You have to have a C Corp or S Corp, LLC, or a limited liability partnership. Your business must be processing at least $100,000 in monthly sales when you're submitting your application. So when you go to nopgcorporatecreditcard.com, you put in your confirmation, you put in your bank account data. Make sure you're doing $100,000 in sales. That's their requirement. And you have to be in business at least 1 year, all right, at the time of application. And the business, your e-commerce business can be self-funded, venture-backed, or crowd-funded. And what I love about this is that these requirements are really straightforward. It doesn't get any harder or any easier than this to determine if you qualify for this type of corporate credit card. Now, we have another offer, no PG corporate credit card. If you're an e-commerce business, you also get 50,000 BREX reward points using this link here, nopgcorporatecreditcard.com. Waive card fees for life as well. So both of those offers are available to you as a startup or e-commerce business. If you get approved and meet these requirements, you make sure you use the link. So that's a benefit we want to offer you. Now the question is, what if you don't qualify for this corporate credit card? What if you only have half of the money in your bank account, or you're half of the sales, or you're not just quite there yet? Well, I have good news for you, because there is an alternative solution for you if you don't have those requirements. I encourage you, I've done videos on business credit card funding, our business credit card funding program. You can get 25 to 150,000 in combined credit limits. This particular program this is where you leverage the strength of your personal credit for the business. So if you're a startup and you have no revenues right now, but let's say you have a 730 credit score, a 700 credit score, and you manage your credit responsibly, let's leverage that. Let's leverage that and present you to the banks. We get you about 4 to 5 business credit cards that are specifically designed to help you build your business credit. They only report to the business credit agencies. They do not report to your personal credit. Okay, so this is EIN issued business credit cards for your company. Okay, yes, you are co-signing for your business, so you are a personal guarantor. So the bank still has to cover the risk. Okay, so whereas on the corporate credit cards, you have lots of cash in the bank. That's what warrants them for not having to supply a PG or personal credit check. Well, if you don't meet those requirements, then you need to provide a personal credit check and a PG. So this is your second option. Okay, but the beauty of this particular program is it doesn't show up on your personal credit. So let's say you get 75,000 in business credit card limits, and our process takes 14, 20 days. And let's say you have to charge 20, 30,000 on your cards for materials, etc. None of that shows up on your personal credit. So with most of the credit cards in the marketplace for companies, is they do report to your personal credit. So just imagine if you carried 30,000 in debt on your business credit cards that report to your personal credit. What would that do? That would impact your credit utilization on your personal report. It would impact your FICO score. So if you tried to go get a mortgage, or you tried to go get an auto or a student loan or whatever type of financing for you for your personal life, your business debt is going to be affecting your personal credit, your personal ability to get funding on as an individual. So with this program is we're separating that. None of that shows up on your personal credit. And that's the advantage of going through a program like ours, business credit card funding. Reports only to your business credit report. So while they're shielding your personal credit from it showing, this is also building your business credit reports for the business. Okay, so typically the card issuers report for this program report to Experian Commercial. So this will help build your Experian report or your Equifax report. Majority of vendors, suppliers, and retailers report to Dun & Bradstreet, where major banks and card issuers typically report to Experian and Equifax Small Business. This program is no docs, so you don't have to provide financials, no bank statements, they don't check your bank account, no tax returns. It's a no doc program. That's why it's so popular, because all you're doing is you're basically just leveraging the strength of your good credit to help your company get credit in its name to build its business credit report and get access to working capital. This is for startups or existing businesses, so there's no age requirement. If you incorporate your business today, you just incorporated, you just got your EIN number, can you get business credit card funding? Yes, absolutely. If you have good, strong personal credit, you can, because you're co-signing for your business. So go to businesscreditcardfunding.com for more information on this program. I'll take you right to our main company site. But how do you pre-qualify for this program? What's really unique is we allow you, and what separates us from anyone else out there is the fact that we will do a free evaluation, no hard inquiry, just for you to find out, number one, if you qualify. Number two, how much can you get in funding for your business? And number three is not only that, can you find out how much you qualify for, but if you qualify, but also what other types of funding, that's the third benefit, what other types of funding are available to you. Because when we do the review, we're exploring business credit card funding, but we're also checking to see if there's other types of funding that you may not be aware of that is available to you based on the data you put in the pre-qual form. Okay, so some people like to get everything. So they want business credit card funding, they want some loans, they want some lines of credit as well. So we combine them all and get you maximum funding as well, if that's something you want. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is order your personal credit report. So we have two options. We have triadcreditreport.com. It's only $1. You get all 3 reports and scores, download in PDF format. That's the thing you need to do once you order your report. Credit Report Engine, that's another site, $1 as well. They only give you a single report. So that's your first option. Once you download your report in PDF, that's what you need to do. A full report. Make sure you're not sending us just a picture of your scores or a picture of your summary report, which just gives you an overview. That will not work. You'll get a rejection and we'll send it back to you saying there's not enough data for us to do a review. We need a full credit report with your score. Now, once you get your report, then you're going to save it and go to step 3. You're going to upload your credit report securely. You go to businessfundingreview.com. It'll take you to our secure page. Put in your information on there, upload your credit report, and then you'll get an email notification that your report is currently in review. In the email we send to you, it'll give you some instructions, like don't apply for credit, don't have anyone pulling your credit right now while we're reviewing you, don't anything like that, or shop around, because that will prevent you from getting funding if you're getting all these inquiries while we're trying to do a review and actually end up putting you through funding. Okay, so don't do that, and don't rake up your credit card debt either. Okay, now it'll take us 24 to 48 hours to do a review for you to see what you qualify for in business credit card funding, and then if you decide to move forward, the funding process takes about 14 to 20 days. So additional websites you want to check out, we do have a step-by-step business credit building system if you want to have access to other types of credit for your business without a personal credit check. So let's say you have bad personal credit, you're a startup, you don't have a credit partner you can use. What other things can you do to build your business credit? You can use vendors, suppliers, retailers. There are plenty of businesses out there willing to extend credit to your business and that don't require you to supply a personal credit check or even a personal guarantee. We provide you that database of sources in our business credit building system. So check out businesscreditbuilders.org. We also share with you our funding programs that we do as well. Business credit card funding, lines of credit, loans, personal funding, etc. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up and click the subscribe button. That way you're going to always be notified of new videos that we have coming out where we introduce to you new funding products, ways for you to maximize your funding ability, and how to build up your business credit while protecting your personal credit at the same time. With that, make it a great day. We'll talk to you real soon.